Rockstar has officially responded to the GTA 6 leaks that have been going around for what, more than a week now. And with the latest batch of leaks that have gotten out there, it's gone nuclear at this point. I mean, really, it's hard to say what could follow up other than potentially the ending of the game. So there's a lot of concern going around online. I'm not going to have any spoilers here in this video, but I will at least give you a roundabout idea as to what you should try to avoid if you've been waiting for GTA 6 this entire time. But we'll go over all that here today. So if you guys enjoy the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. So let's head over. This was posted by Rockstar earlier this morning, and it quickly accumulated, I'm not even kidding, like tens of millions of views, like immediately. People have been waiting for Rockstar to say something after this cyber leak group's been going crazy on the internet. I mean, we're up to like 16 or 17 clips of gameplay, but now wading into story spoilers. So for me, when I looked at the early leaks that were happening, it was more out of context, kind of running around in the sandbox playground of a world and city. And when I see that, I go, okay, it's not really spoiling story stuff. It's more so showing what the game is capable of in that open world. And that is something people have been really curious about with Rockstar since it's been for GTA. I mean, 2013, we got to go back to GTA 5. That's seen multiple re-releases for different generations, but it's been a while. And things, of course, have advanced on the technology side. And even within Rockstar, you see what they were able to do with something like Red Dead Redemption 2. So you kind of in your mind extrapolate that even since 2018 to now 2026. And yeah, expectations are super, super high. So I was actually seeing those clips driving around in the world, going to a convenience store and, robbing it, going to the club. And to me, it was actually making me more excited for the game because these are like low resolution out of context, but the washed out from recording with HDR on or they weren't exactly what you would expect to be shown in a marketing campaign, and it still looked really good. So I've actually gotten more excited for the game as we've gone along seeing these gameplay clips. Still, though, I understand people trying to avoid them because, yeah, there are still things in there that you probably want to experience for the first time. If again you've been waiting this long for GTA 6. So we have Rockstar in their response here, which I did blow it up a little more here with higher resolution so we can read it easier. It says, "We know that many of you have been waiting to hear from us regarding the events of the past week. It would be an understatement to say that having videos of GTA 6 gameplay leak in this way has been heartbreaking for our team, and this is obviously not how we intended for you to see the game after all this time. We are very sorry that everything has taken as long as it has." Also, people notice this M dash here and here. AI's kind of ruined M dashes. It wasn't necessarily uncommon to see M dashes in walls of text, years ago at this time. But like now, you see it and go, "Oh, this is an AI signal, no matter what." I don't think AI wrote this. Okay, I think it went through many rounds of lawyers, PR, everything, just to make sure because it's Rockstar themselves speaking technically on behalf of all the developers there. Nonetheless, though, from getting the game finished nearly there to sharing more details and official gameplay and providing the community with everything you want to know, which that was also mentioned by Jason Schreier that technically the game isn't done yet. But because there is no physical copy, they don't have to turn in a gold master, I'll say well ahead of time for its release. I mean, they could work on this thing up until like the week before and have a patch ready to go for day one, and you never notice it because you're downloading the entire game off of their servers anyway. Now, there will be boxed copies with the code in the box in stores, I believe, starting November 12th, so like a week before it releases. And even then, you're still just getting the digital copy that won't launch until November 19th, even with like preload and everything, right? So, yeah, they're going to work up to 0 hour. And even then, beyond that, they're going to be working because we still have heard nothing about GTA Online. And they're probably about to go crazy on what has only been a cash cow for them for more than a decade now. Okay. They say we are very excited for everyone to see the extended look tomorrow. It has taken longer than we wanted to get it ready, but as with everything we do, we know we need to exceed your expectations and we are determined to deliver at the level you expect and deserve. While it is unfortunate that the intended game experience may now be impacted by some spoilers, we hope that everyone will wait a bit longer to experience the game for themselves on November 19th. So what exactly are they talking about spoil? Well, we have the gameplay stuff, as I've mentioned. Kind of out of context, though. A few cutscenes here and there were going around at the end of some of these gameplay clips, but even then, it's like, okay, it's like a little joke that they threw in there or something. At times, kind of, I guess, playing into the idea, like they've mentioned leaks or they've mentioned having a VPN, they won't get caught, like the characters in the game. So it seemed like they were carefully chosen by CyberLeak to kind of poke fun at Rockstar as they are doing all of this. What they are more referring to now is that Lucia Lucia stuff has started to leak out, specifically cutscenes, and it seems like the entire prologue for her. Yes. So while we have seen her in trailers, her and Jason together in different ways, whether it's at a club dancing or it seemed like kind of meeting up for the first time, or even just pulling off some kind of heist. There's never been an explanation yet as to how they know each other, how they found each other, any of their backstory, right? And now it's actually getting out there, and that is the thing. I started to see this and I went, oh, okay, I don't even necessarily want to see the backstory until we get to the game's release. And then you kind of go through the entire game, of course, with the story in front of you and just experience that. So this is where it starts to get into that gray area of, oh, it's interesting that this person has the game. I mean, obviously it's interesting to people because it's like, how does this happen? But now it starts to feel a bit more malicious where it's like, they're kind of spoiling the game now for people in terms of story. And we've dealt with this with many, many games in the past. Not to the level of GTA 6 in terms of the size, the scope, the reach. I mean, this is a game that we believe has sold already with just pre orders. No gameplay, by the way, being shown yet. Like 5 million copies. That's absurd. So there are reports that, analysts believe it could sell upwards of 25, 30, 35 million copies in its first month. And that is absolute insanity because it's basically selling to the Xbox Series and the PlayStation 5 install base. There's no PC version yet. Let's face it, that'll follow up a year later. Get the double dip, and then, of course, just PC outright to buy in. So this could be very damaging for them. Right, and that's the biggest thing here is they are obviously doing a lot behind the scenes trying to find this person, but it's pretty obvious they've been unsuccessful because CyberLeak keeps putting stuff out there. Now, it still has the crypto stuff tied to it, and that is always going to be that side eye from people. It's like, okay, what are we doing here? Now, there was this talk that they burn their supply and they're collecting transaction fees, and this is all stuff I've seen played out many, many times with cryptocurrency and the meme coin craze that was happening. Stuff would still go to zero. All right. So I just putting that out there. I would not recommend buying any of the cryptocurrency. All right. Just saying that. And if you're someone who is very concerned around spoilers, I would start muting keywords. Now, the Netflix thing will happen tomorrow. And then 6 hours later, it'll show up on YouTube just from Rockstar themselves on their channel. But even beyond that, as soon as the Netflix stuff happens, let's face it, people are just going to go ahead and start posting it online, social media. And none of us are really sure as to how exactly this works. Like, can we take long extended pieces of that and discuss it, react to it? I use it as B-roll. I'm not sure because Netflix has like this really strange 6 hour exclusivity window on it. So we're gonna find out in real time. People are gonna test it, see if their account or their I guess channel gets a strike or it gets pulled down through copyright claims. Again, we're kind of flying blind here. So I mean, worst case scenario, it's just I kind of describe what happened or what we're seeing there with the official release. All right. So with the story spoilers and leaks, just kind of making you aware, if you're someone who's been waiting for a while or you don't want to get spoiled, be careful out there because I already see people posting it in feeds for places like good old Twitter X, and you scroll through and it's like, oh, okay, there's Lucia's opening. All right, great, good stuff. Or just like out of context clips there. And I will tell you this, it looks high quality. So I'm curious what they mean by they're going to exceed expectations for Netflix tomorrow, because my expectation at this time, obviously gameplay, duh, we're like, 3 months out from release. You kind of have to start showing that. But also, I'm expecting 20 minutes. If this is like a 30 to 40-minute showing, I will actually be quite impressed with that. And at that time, I would fully expect pre-orders to like go to the next level in terms of the number coming in. I'm also interested to see how this works out with Netflix. Some have wondered if their site will crash when the GTA 6 stuff starts up. It actually wouldn't surprise me, but they'll throw some numbers around, I'm sure, afterwards, because I think this is also a push for Netflix to be taken maybe more seriously in terms of the gaming side. But also, it's probably them going, hey, this is very popular. Let's see if we can do this reveal and just get more people to the site. I don't recommend signing up to Netflix to see this, but hey, you can do what you want. Maybe you're really into GTA and this is a drop in the bucket because you spent thousands of dollars on GTA Online at this point, and there's that slight chance that they maybe reference it or that they show off stuff in GTA 6, the single player side, that will find its way into the online side. But there we go. Rockstar has officially responded. Should they have responded? I guess that's another good question, because it has that Streisand effect. Now people are like, oh, this is actually legitimate. This is the thing. Maybe I should go look for them. I don't know, because there eventually you have to say something, since it's so obvious at this point that GTA 6 is out there. Somebody has it and they're just posting up clip after clip after clip. I mean, now millions of people have seen them, so the Streisand effect may be out at this point, but there we go. Let me know what you guys think about this one down below in the comments. I know there are people who just, at this point, do not like Rockstar and Take-Two because of the way that they have sort of navigated the buildup to the GTA 6 release. And so when the gameplay clips are going around, I was like, okay, whatever. That's interesting. But now we've gotten into story spoilers, and I don't know. It starts to be less exciting and more actually just kind of annoying 3 months out, and you can have maybe even the ending spoiled on the build up to it, and it doesn't end after this Netflix thing happens, because it's not like they're gonna show us the ending of the game on this Netflix special. They're gonna be people excited, show it off. But as long as CyberLeak's out there, man, I'm waiting for that poll to go up that's like ending of GTA 6. Put money in, vote for it, and you'll get it. Then, whew, that's going to be a tough day for Rockstar and Take-Two on the internet. But let me know what you guys think about this one down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.